first down. Here's the run with Cook. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A first down throw for Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And they'll go right back to Nwangu. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Cousins now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, what if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the middle with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They run again on first down. Cook, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Murray again, this is Conner.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, a run with Conner. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Conner. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Conner. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there was a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Cousins.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Vikings 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. On 1st and 10 is counted. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Darrell Williams
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cards have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Dalvin Cook on the carry. Josh Jackson on the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20-yard line.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It's caught. Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got room. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
32 yards.
and the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter Cook. They'll try and run it.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray now.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
He's going to air it out deep for Green.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. I tell you what, credit is due there and then preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
36-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They're able to come successfully and end the game.